Lifting family, welcome back. So we actually have a protein review today. So I picked this one up from Amazon. This is Purus Labs Myofeed. So I picked this one up just because I saw that there was a cinnamon roll flavor and it was actually part of the Amazon Vine program. So it was kind of like it was a no-brainer as far as picking it up. And I don't normally do protein powder reviews, but I figured that based on the flavor of this one, it would definitely be worthwhile to give my opinion on it, and then also make sure that I touch on some points as far as some comparisons. So with this one, it actually has a nice protein blend in it, and I actually like the fact that it's got, instead of using something like maltodextrin as far as giving sort of like a mouthfeel as far as something that just kind of adds a little bit extra to the protein powder, they actually use more of the Vitafiber. So they used a small amount. I think it adds like 1 gram of fiber to the actual mix itself. That really just seemed to add like a little bit of thickness to it. Not too much, not to where it's anything like a pudding, but at the same time just enough to where maltodextrin tends to be a little bit more of like a chalky taste. That's something that kind of can be part of protein powders, especially if maltodextrin is in there. But with this one, it was just really, really smooth, and the flavor was amazing. Now, the big thing that I actually like, and part of the reason why I've stopped using protein powder, is just that I actually, when I use a scoop and I just mix it with water, I end up getting kind of like jittery and a little bit like the shakes, like my blood sugar is starting to drop. I drink energy drinks. I have a lot of things that have the sugar-free concept to it, and with protein, that was just something where I was figuring that I don't really get that when it comes to sugar-free energy drinks, but with protein, it was kind of unique and weird. But this product actually didn't really do that for me. I didn't notice any of that, to where I just kind of felt lightheaded and shaky. So I really like that added benefit here, and I can actually start to get back into using protein powder when I need it. So again, I really like the flavor. I really like that aspect of it. Just the cinnamon roll flavor was amazing. I really think that they hit that, and they mixed it with water just to make sure that there was really nothing extra in there. Like with milk, sometimes I can add a little bit of flavor to it, just a little bit of a smoothness to it, if you will. But with this one, they actually focused on a couple things. The big thing that they're touching on is actually more like truth in labeling. So there was a concept of amino spiking that was going on, and that was kind of uncovered a good bit. And it's actually a protein powder that was uncovered by the maker of this protein powder, which I kind of wanted to do a little bit of a comparison of the two, as far as not necessarily just flavor, but with a top-hitting protein out there like what MTS has, just as far as the nutrition profile. So I mean, with the Purus Labs, we're actually looking at 2 grams of fat, we're looking at 5 grams of carbs, 2 grams of that is fiber, and then 22 grams of protein. And then as far as the one from MTS Whey, still a 2-pound tub, you're looking at 3.5 grams of fat, 6 grams of carbs, less than 1 gram of fiber, and then 25 grams of protein. Now, as far as sticking with the MTS here, we've got 38 grams per scoop in total, and then with the Purus Labs, we've actually got 31.5 grams in total. So as far as making sure that we do the calculations here, this one actually says 25 servings per container, and then the MTS here, we have about 23 servings per container. So there actually is slightly more protein. I think it was 20 grams total more from the MTS version versus the Purus Lab version, but there's also a little bit more fat in this. I mean, you're looking at maybe another scoop that's coming out of this, but again, it does say with the MTS version that you're looking at an about serving factor, so that doesn't necessarily mean that you will get exactly that amount of protein. So it doesn't necessarily mean that there's about 20 grams more. I'd end up having to completely weigh this out and then also make sure that I did that calculation. So I think that as far as they stack up, phenomenal flavor, obviously, from MTS Nutrition. They've always nailed it when it comes to when they came on the market, and just really making sure that they hit home with the flavor. But sticking with the Myofeed here, that is something that, as far as the flavor itself, I just really found that this one was fantastic. I really enjoyed it. I really think that it's something that someone should buy, so I definitely would recommend this one. Outside of that, do remember to click that thumbs up, hit that like button down below if you like videos like this. Do remember to also comment down below, especially if you've tried this or if you've tried the MTS or maybe both. Also, do remember to hit that subscribe button down below. Click the subscribe button. Please make sure that you are subscribed to my videos. Turn on the notification bell to make sure that you are getting notifications when these videos release. Outside of that, thank you for watching, and as always, keep pushing.